Welcome everyone! Today, we're diving into a story that I hope will resonate with you. A tale inspired by the spirit of resilience and quiet strength, featuring a hero named Yuzurem Ali. Yuzurem Ali wasn't born into a life of ease. His days were often a tapestry woven with hard work and the gentle hum of the earth. He lived in a small village, where the sun dictated the rhythm of life and the community's well-being was a shared responsibility. Yuzurem, however, possessed a unique quality, a deep well of empathy that seemed to extend to every living thing. One year, a peculiar blight began to affect the village's most vital crop. The leaves turned brittle, the stalks withered, and a palpable sense of worry settled over the villagers. Whispers of despair began to circulate, and many felt their livelihoods slipping away. The elders consulted ancient texts, the younger men tried every known remedy, but nothing seemed to break the cycle of decay. Yuzurem watched, his heart heavy. He spent his evenings not in idle worry, but in quiet observation. He noticed how the affected plants seemed to droop more in the direct midday sun, how certain insects, usually a nuisance, seemed to avoid the wilting leaves. He began to experiment, not with grand pronouncements, but with small, thoughtful actions. He would gently shade the most vulnerable saplings with woven palm leaves during the hottest hours. He observed the soil, noticing subtle differences in moisture and texture around the healthier, less affected plants. He didn't claim to have a miracle cure. Instead, he shared his observations with a quiet sincerity. He showed his neighbors how he was carefully watering the plants at dawn and dusk, how he was gently loosening the soil around the roots, and how he was using natural materials to create a protective canopy. He worked alongside them, his hands calloused but his spirit unwavering. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, a change began to occur. The shaded saplings showed a faint green returning. The soil, now aerated and properly watered, seemed to breathe again. The villagers, initially skeptical, began to see the tangible results of Yuzurem's patient dedication. They started to adopt his methods, not out of blind faith, but out of a growing understanding and a shared hope. It wasn't a sudden, dramatic victory. It was a gradual, hard-won recovery, built on observation, perseverance, and the quiet power of shared effort. Yuzurem Ali, the unassuming villager, had reminded them that sometimes the most profound solutions lie not in grand gestures, but in attentive care and a deep connection to the world around us. His story is a gentle reminder that even in the face of adversity, a compassionate heart and a willingness to understand can pave the way for renewal. Thank you for joining me for this story. I hope it leaves you with a sense of quiet optimism. If you enjoyed this, please consider following for more stories that aim to inspire and uplift.